Hi Sagittarius moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care at 144, very happy, grateful, and truly blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, unlimited to anyone who is guided to this message. For this reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread using the Melanated Classic Tarot deck by Julia Julesby and Ubria Chanshaw. I will go ahead and begin the shuffle. I hope that everyone is feeling well, doing well, making the best of each moment and every single day, taking really good care of yourself and your spirit, and just embracing all that life has to offer. More here. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's split the deck here. And we'll leave that right there. Might move it depending on where the cards fall out. Okay, so the first card we have. The stars. So automatically with this, I'm hearing a wish come true. That not only is this a wish come true, but this is how you are being seen. This is how you are seeing yourself. This is how you are representing in connectedness with the entire universe. This big star here, right above you. I just feel like you are totally connected with the divine, and then, you know, just truly representative of the conduit between the spiritual and the physical planes. You have definitely done a lot of work with the brightness of these stars here. I'm seeing these stars as your ancestors, also representative of angels, but they are shining bright, just as bright as the soul that is within you, that is resonating amongst anyone and everyone you come across. And not only that, but these stars, your ancestors are celebrating you. You may have a strong connection with birds and be singing to the birds, connecting and communicating with the birds. Very spiritual. This is the card of Aquarius. But I'm also getting like a very strong water energy, where you have taken your Sagittarian energy and put that into all of the other facets of your natal birth chart. So everything that you are has just been kind of lit with the fire within you, where that is, you know, beginning to resonate without, on the outside of you. Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful for the first card, especially for the first card, with that being a number 1. I would also say that this has everything to do with new beginnings, whether that be one new beginning, or multiple beginnings. But I do feel it's multiple. Like these stars here just kind of represent not only the angels and ancestors, but everything about you. Like your whole aura is just entirely radiant. You're super vulnerable, you know, and just willing to truly be yourself. And unafraid to be the truth. I do feel that some shadow work has been done. Some intense, very, very intense shadow work, where you have had to go through a lot. You've experienced quite a bit on your path. But that was only to make you this beautiful star that's seen here and is represented by you as you move forward on a daily basis. I'm also getting strong alchemization, where you are able to transmute, take from the earth, you know, what you've been given, those trials and tribulations you may have gone through, even the good experiences, taking all of that and nourishing the earth, which is, you know, an energy of one, where this is going to bless everyone. So as you are being blessed, you know, you're doing the work for yourself. The ancestors are totally there for you, offering you the gifts that you've worked so hard for, to gain and connect to. And you're putting that back into the earth to help others as well. You may like to be outdoors quite a bit. I feel this may be where you do a lot of the work that you do. And you enjoy flowers, you like flowers, the overall scene of being outdoors. And then I would say the sunset and sunrise are pretty significant as well. But this is super beautiful, especially for being your first card. And then with this being a card of 17, 17 breaks down to an 8, which to me is speaking of overall abundance. So I just feel, you know, you're just encompassing an all-around feeling of peace, love, joy, stability, comfort, great aspects in the material world. You're just totally taken care of. You know, you're taking care of yourself and you're being taken care of. There's a good balance here. And one more thing too, I was noticing there's 4 stars here on this side and then 3 stars here on this side. I would say that with that, what I was getting is just the 4 speaking to stability. And then going back to the 17 breaking down to an 8, that having to deal with 8th house energy, Scorpio energy. And then with the 3 stars here, that just kind of speaking to collaboration and working together as you continue to build and gain even more success in your life. Super pretty. That's great. Yay. I like that. Okay, let's see what the second card is. The Page of Wands. So I feel with this following the star, this is kind of speaking to the new beginning that I was just mentioning. That you have a creative and very ancestral, awesome ass tie that you're beginning to really own. With that vulnerability, you're coming into your own, and it has everything to do with this Page of Wands. This could also be a specific message that you either have gotten or you're going to get, and I feel this is having everything to do related to a career. So something that you are beginning to start or that you have been starting, and you're beginning to see more and more success with it. But I do feel there's some good communication that is coming in, if it hasn't already, for you. And with the Wands energy, we have Sagittarius. This is, you know, your energy, Leo or Aries. This could be, you know, I feel it's a good amount of all 3 of these signs, to be honest with you. And going back to the ancestral tie, we have the root chakra energy. I do feel this is totally related to gifts from the ancestors, something that I feel you have not really expected that you were going to be doing. Like, this wasn't something you had even imagined growing up or had even thought of, but coming into your spirituality, you have been able to tap in and realize what it is that, you know, your purpose is and what you're truly here for. And as you go into that and continue to move forward in that, you begin to see more success, because it's, you know, what resonates with you and what is designed for you. And not only that, but I feel this is what the ancestors have been fighting so hard for centuries, for, you know, a lot of us in this lifetime to be able to come into. And I feel that also too, the planetary energies are assisting with this as well. The divine just has its hands all over this. And so this Page of Wands, I'm overall getting this as an Ace of Wands, to be honest with you, because it's just covered in, you know, strong, abundant, and ancestral energy. But it is speaking to a new beginning, and possibly, you know, some great news that's coming in. You know, if you've done an interview or put in a resume or applied for a job, I do feel that this is some good communication coming in for you about a new start with something that's going to be very promising for you. And then, you know, the golden hills here. They look like pyramids to me. So there may be some Egyptian ties as well that you're coming into. I'm seeing this here too as like mud. Mud may be something that you are working with. This may be significant, but given that it's behind you, this could also be representative of what you've come out of. Totally representing a lotus coming from the mud and blooming and blossoming into something beautiful. This is the onset of a very beautiful new beginning for you. Looking up and very hopeful, and you know, things are looking up and very promising. And with this being the second card as well, I would say that this may have something to do with, you know, receiving some help. You know, that message coming in, that may be someone who is coming in to also assist you and help you along the way. The third card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. So with this following the Page of Wands, I feel that I would say that these first two cards would be your confirmation on this energy here, where you have done so much work. And it's possible too that, you know, this is the first card that came out because you may not be seeing yourself or feeling yourself as this. You know of this energy for yourself, but you may not be seeing this quite yet. And so this first card, I feel, is just a divine message brought to you to let you know that you are the star and that you're doing a very, very good job, and that promising news and a new beginning is here and on the way as you have continued to take care of your garden and plant good seeds and nourish it, make sure it's watered and greatly taken care of. We have the orange that's kind of sticking out in this card as well, where I feel that that is also tied into your energy, this Wands energy, that fire energy, where we have red, yellow, and now we have orange, kind of encompassing all together, putting together a strong bed of fire that is going to help you and assist you to get into this unique energy of, you know, keeping your head up and not so focused on what you've already done, you know, what is growing, waiting to be able to reap. I would say, you know, just to continue to do the work that you've been doing, continue to believe in yourself. Again, that message, this message here is for you to let you know that you are doing a fabulous job and that what you are doing is not in vain, but is very effective and very promising, and it's going to have major results. This pentacle here, I do feel there may be something that's in front of you, possibly, you know, this stardom that is in front of you, and you just may not see it because there's a lot of reflection on, still some reflection on things behind you. This could be also too, with this following the Page of Wands, this could be a separate energy that is possibly waiting just as you are. Like, it could be a mirroring energy. And I would say too, just seeing you as their soulmate, because there's 6 pentacles here, which is speaking to balance, and the 6 is also relative to the 6 of Cups energy, and also to the 6 of Wands energy. I'm getting that as well, speaking to victory, and also relating to this Page of Wands, that Ace of Wands energy that I was getting there. So that may be possible, that may resonate for you. But I do feel, if that is a mirroring energy and this being someone else, that blue was kind of sticking out as I said that. That's, to me, throat chakra energy. That's kind of coming out there, where there are some things that want to be said. But again, there's some focus on the past and reflecting on what you already have, rather than seeing what is right here before you, and is also not only before you, but is growing. And I do feel that's also going to grow into another awesome pentacle patch that we have here. So you're doing great things and you're doing a great job. 7 I would say, you know, that has everything to do with that balance. Going back to that balance, that is that Libra energy that I'm getting. That's 7th house. And so, you know, just know that, you know, everything, these first 3 cards, with that being a division of 6, I would just say, you know, that definitely speaks to you having things in balance. And just know that, you know, you are going to reap heavily some great abundance from what you have been doing and working on. Dealing with your creative passions and, you know, the new things that have been brought into your life. That's wonderful. So let's go on to the 4th card here. Okay, so following upon this, I feel like this has just been said, to be honest with you, because we're going from, a 7 to an 8, and so that's progression. And so I'm not going to stay too long on this card. I'll just kind of go with, you know, everything that it does represent. And the candle is flickering like no other. So with the 8, that again goes back to that 8th house energy that I was speaking on. And with 2 8s, I would definitely say that kind of speaks to your overall abundance. And then with this energy overall, remember when I said with the Wands card, we have Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy, where I feel it's like almost like a fireball bringing the red and the yellow and the orange together. This Leo energy is very strong here, and I feel that this may be dealing with that shadow work that I was speaking on with the polarities, with this being Aquarius and with this being Leo. So it's possible with your Sagittarian moon sign that you could have either Aquarius or Leo as a rising sign, with the polarity being you know, either Aquarius or Leo. And I definitely feel this may be related to 8th house energy too as well, that Scorpio energy. And then with the 2 8s, again, that just speaks to in that star energy and the strength card together, speaking to the abundance, the nature of your true essence being here in this lifetime, and having that strength, gaining that strength as you have been transmuting, as you have been alchemizing, as you have been shining, and continuing to go along on your path. Coming into that pure state, that vulnerable state. This being like, because I was getting this as like the shadow work. That's where the shadow work was coming from, that vulnerability. And being able to come into your true self, be the truth, be yourself. And then, you know, on the physical plane, representing this purity here and being able to tame, I would say anything from the past, the ways that you have been in the past, that may have been not of the greatest nature, where there's been more of a negative energy than a positive energy, and you have gotten a hold on that. And because you've gotten a hold on that and balanced that out, did that work, this is the energy that you now represent as that one, as that star. And also too, the Magician energy is very strong here too. This is the same placement where Ophiuchus moons had the strength card as well, so that could be significant. I do feel strongly about Ophiuchus being in between Scorpio and Sagittarius, and all 3 of these signs kind of blending in, almost like the fire energy that I was just speaking on with Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Like there's a good combination of 3 here that is significant, because we have the 3 top cards here that kind of have the impactful message, and then the zodiac signs having that impactful message as well. And then also too, I'm seeing this 3 here kind of separate from that 5, which was speaking to the change. And that could be, you know, an intermix with the Scorpio energy, the Ophiuchus energy, and Sagittarius energy. So that's very, very strong, very, very strong and very powerful. I'm going to scoot these up so we can see all the cards here. Let me bring this up just a tiny bit, just so we can see. Okay, and then I'll scoot that back down so we can make space for everyone. Okay, and so I think that's all. The purple hills were standing out, just as they were in the Fucus Moon reading as well. And Judgment and Justice did come out to where, with that Judgment card, I seen these purple hills on the opposite side of these hills as they came out in other cards. And so I do feel that this is behind the scenes work that is taking place that is bringing about a judgment call that's going to take place so that things can come into balance. That 6 energy, the 6 of Pentacles energy, come into balance. The 7 to 8, we're going into progression there. And then with the garland here, like it kind of reminds me of Hawaii when you come into a new beginning and you've done, you know, you've gone on such a long journey to get to where you finally come to, and being graced with the land of the earth, or the fruit of the earth, if that makes sense. Just to be something that honors you and to let you know that you are, again, doing a great job. So I do feel that there's a heavy, strong ancestral presence here that is letting you know that you are doing wonderful. And if you feel, you know, any kind of way where you're kind of doubting or, you know, feeling like things are taking quite a bit of time, patience is a virtue. And our definition, as far as, you know, I know from my personal spiritual awakening and journey, that the idea of my own patience has nothing to do with divinity and the amount of patience that is required. It's all in, you know, perfect timing. Everything happens the way that it does for a reason. And not everything is always on our own time. It's where we, you know, have to surrender and give it to the universe and live in the moment of each day. Speaking on that, I just thought of this wonderful ice cream that I'm going to indulge in. So, you know, while you may be waiting, you know, and you feel like you've done some really, really hard work, after that hard work that you continue to do, I would say to definitely make sure that you treat yourself. You know, reward yourself as well, and don't rely on anything outside of you to do that. Because as you do that for yourself, you're going to begin to see that in the outer world without even, you know, having any kind of expectation. Everything is just going to fall into place. The more that you continue to do for you, have that strength and know that all is well. I'm going to scoot these over and we'll put them right here. Okay, so let me see if I'm getting anything else. I do feel too with this 5 being separate from the 3 that this 5 is kind of speaking on this new beginning, this Ace of Wands beginning, a new adventure that's coming about that you are making happen. I feel this water that's being poured back into the earth is connecting to the strength, and the strength is connecting to it's almost like this is the core that you have been pouring the waters into to do that alchemy and to make magic happen. All right, so let's go on to the 5th card. And with me saying that, I just realized too that 5 was really standing out there. And then also too, separating this 10 from the 7, where that 10 is speaking to change and also a new beginning. With this being a card of Aquarius too, this could be speaking to that Ace of Swords energy where you're getting clarity from the ancestors. This is the clarity and the confirmation about you and your status and how you're being seen, and how even more you should, you know, if you're not already seeing yourself as this beautiful star. But a progression here with this being split, we have a 7 away from the 10 and progression here to the 8. And I would say too that that could be a 7 here and then a 7 here. With sevens and consecutive sevens, that's the angel speaking to you, letting you know that you are on the right path. The 5th card is the Hierophant, and how interesting that we have another 5, where I was just saying I'm getting strong 5 energy here. So this is fabulous, and I just say thank you, Spirit. And so I feel that this is representative of your energy and speaking to that spirituality that you have come into. The Hierophant is also Taurus energy. And then also too, that strong, very strong Leo energy that is coming from the Strength card. And I was also going to mention the yellow, with all that yellow kind of contributing, like all of these colors here. The yellow is just, it's resonating in every single one of these cards, which is kind of, to me, speaking to the massive amount of abundance that I was speaking on when I was first talking about the Star and the Page of Wands. Like, you're really coming into some great things here. Just continue to trust and do the work that you have been doing, because we have a 5 here, which I feel is speaking to change, and with, you know, some energies that are being heavily blessed. And, you know, in the past, this could be representative of a marriage, a relationship that's coming into fruition. But I do feel like this is like, this is representative of that too that I was just talking about. And just feeling like it has everything to do with a collective energy. With a collective energy that I'm just feeling like a certain, you know, how do I want to say it? Almost like there's certain individuals within the collective that are representative of the collective, where this is applying to the collective, but these are like, I want to say, specific leaders who have volunteered on this earth, coming into this lifetime, and are being blessed and brought together to be able to be rewarded, to be given praise, to be given even more honor, possibly, you know, with the work that you're doing, even more gifts as you come more into your spirituality. And then with the 2 pillars, that is definitely reminding me of the Justice and the Judgment card that I was just speaking on, that has been resonating in a lot of the readings I've been doing lately. But the Ophiuchus Moon reading had the Judgment and Justice card in the middle, where that was titled the Solid Pillar of Justice and Judgment. And I feel that these 2 pillars here are representative of both the Justice and the Judgment card, or that Justice and Judgment energy, where there is balance coming in and reaping what one has sown, things coming into fruition, and this having everything to do with spirituality. We have 3 crosses here as well, so that is definitely connecting me to that 3, that strong 3 energy, that collaborational energy. We have 3 energies here that are present with this Hierophant, including this Hierophant, excuse me. And then I noticed the keys too. There's a key for each person. I feel like this, it's almost like this is an award ceremony, and this key having everything to do with this new beginning here. So unlocking, being able to unlock something new, where you have done the spiritual work and you're able to gain that key and have access to something that is super, super powerful, and is going to result in massive amount of abundance for you. With this yellow gracing these individuals, massive amount of abundance. The yellow here, and you can see the level of the crown. I'm seeing this as 3 levels as well. And with the trial and tribulation, the shadow work that I was speaking on, being in that vulnerable state, I'm seeing these parts, this art here, as part of the pillars, as almost like a Three of Swords energy, where a heart, you know, hearts have been broken, where this has been a design part of the path of these, you know, these individuals here. And this could be, like I said earlier, having to do with a connection coming together, dealing with a marriage, or a contract that was made to take place in this lifetime. And then the blue here, that is bringing me back to that throat chakra energy. And also Saturn energy too. Saturn's in retrograde, where, you know, Saturn has kind of slowed down to be able to, I would say, not necessarily fix, but bring into order and bring into balance, you know, what may have been looked over, or not necessarily looked over, but just needs to be adjusted in order to be able to move it once it moves back accordingly. And with the red here, that's again bringing me back to the strong ancestral tie. So I want to say too, you know, this could be also seen as like a major ancestor with high divinity, that their energy is coming in to bring about a great change from the bad going into the good, for these individuals who are representative of almost like way showers. I would say way showers who are on the beginning of, you know, spiritual awakenings and have gone through the heartache and the pain, and are leaders and representative, helping, you know, others who have not gone through what they've gone through yet, but have been blessed and confirmed, and are being congratulated and recognized and seen for what they have done and what they are continuing to do, like a level up. The flowers are sticking out here. That may be significant, tying in with the mentioning of the love for nature and flowers. And then with that blue energy here on the opposite side, that could be this mirroring energy I was speaking on, where there's more of a vocal part of a creative passion that is having to deal with this individual here. So more of a, I would say more of a spiritual, if this is two separate energies, more of a spiritual energy here, where there's a connectedness with the earth and utilizing the earth and nature to work within the spirituality. And then this being more of a vocal, having to deal with a career, something that's vocal, whether it be through speech, song, or anything related to that. Anything related to that. But a lot of purity here. That just speaks to the high amount of divinity, tying in with that 3-level crown there. Super beautiful. All right, and then with that 5, going back to that 5 energy, just kind of speaking to the number of 5s that I'm seeing here, where there's a 5 in, I would say, every single card, because there's, with the W, that's 2 V's together. This may be titled 555. Something having to do with 5s, but I'm getting very strong 5 energy. So that may also be having to deal with your life path. 5th house energy as well. And then very strong Leo energy, since, you know, that is the 5th house energy, and we have 5s in almost every card, and that being tied into your fire energy as well, where I feel very strongly about all 3 fire signs kind of blending into that big fireball to create this beautiful reading, to show you the energy that is present, not only within you, but is beginning to show on the out. The 6th card, the last card we have here for this reading. Mm-hmm. Is, yes. This is, this is so pretty, and I'm so glad that this came out as the 6th card. This is the 4 of Swords. And so, to me, I'm automatically hearing healing. And for some reason, this is taking me to a relationship. Now, this could be having everything to do, I want to say, with divine feminine or feminine energy. Take it as it resonates. And then divine masculine or masculine energy. Just because of the representation that we have here on both sides. So that could be possible. And then this speaking to this new beginning being a connection with a relationship, having to deal with a contract or a marriage that was designed and is destined to take place. Now, with that being said, you know, this doesn't have to be about a separate individual. If that doesn't resonate for you, I do feel that this is speaking to the balance that is within yourself. And I felt very strongly about that with the Ophiuchus moon reading as well, because the Justice and the Judgment card was the pillar in the middle with similar energies on both sides of what was in the middle here. Almost like the nucleus or the center core. And so with that being said, when I had mentioned the Justice and Judgment energy being representative in this Hierophant card, that there is a just due that's having everything to do with a new beginning, a passionate new beginning, a fiery new beginning, an offer possibly, and, you know, good news coming in. But with this energy here, I feel there's been a lot of healing that's been taking place that's related to family situations. And I would say probably, you know, a lot of old cycles that have kind of been going and are beginning to, one is healing from these family situations and moving, I feel moving away, because this family here has been turned into, it's almost like they've been turned into stained glass, because the work has been done, strength has been gained in order to overcome, and coming into spirituality, into a new beginning that has everything and nothing to do anymore with, you know, things of the past. This has been almost like it's been set in stone, but it's been made into a beautiful art piece. I don't feel like this is outside. I do feel like this is internal, the internalization of one, where with this healing, one has, you know, come into this golden energy here. Through prayer, through meditation. And historically, this is this card has been representative of preparation and preparing caskets when one goes off, when a soldier goes off to war, and just having that prepared and ready. But I feel like, you know, one has gone off. I feel like in this lifetime, with that situation, there's a lot of coming back. Like in the past and in past lives, I do feel, you know, soldiers have gone off to war in a sense, and not necessarily, like, this could be symbolic too, but have gone off spiritually to, you know, fight in battle and have not come back. I do feel that, as I was saying before, with the lifetime energies, the planetary energies that are present in this lifetime are just totally different, and I feel that has a lot to do with the age of Aquarius as well, with this Aquarian energy. And so as soldiers are coming back and returning, this is how they are returning. You know, that spirituality, being able to be pristine and in a golden state where, you know, there's a massive level up and ascension, and this having everything to do with one's power, being in truth and being the truth, and no longer being a part of old conditioning and old ways of being, old cycles, not being a part of that anymore. And I'm seeing too, I was seeing a cross here. This isn't a cross, but I mean, without really looking at it, it represents a cross there. And if you remember, I was speaking on these hearts, kind of being symbolic of the Three of Swords energy. And so that Three of Swords energy has made its way into this Four of Swords energy here, where we have the Three Swords here. So I was definitely getting that, and that has shown here in the following card. Just speaking to past heartache, again, possibly having to do with old ways of conditioning, dealing with family history, family ways, family cycles that no longer resonate, where one has gone off. Almost like the war was with, I would say with the titles of what family are, what they mean, even as, individual people, and the titles that we give people in our families, all that going to the wayside, and that being a part of the war, having to go through the battle, having to go through those experiences of heartache and pain, even in, personal relationships or romantic relationships. And having gone through that, but coming back in preparation for this casket, but instead of going inside of it, it's, you're going on to it, and it's just totally transformed you. And this is very, very similar to the Ophiuchus Moon reading, where the sixth card for Ophiuchus Moon was the card of 13, dealing with her energy and that Scorpio energy and transformation. And so because of what one has gone through, because one has been successful and succeeded, we have that gold energy, this abundant Jupiter energy, where we're now in a very golden and galactic state, having the Midas touch through hard work, meditation, and prayer, or prayer. Very, very strong statement. And I do feel too that this Pentacles energy here above kind of speaks to this golden energy here in this Four of Swords energy, where the work that you have done, just know, it's being shown right here. Everything is being shown to you. If there's any doubt about what you're doing, or if you're producing, from what you have been doing, you may not be seeing anything right away, but this is all coming to clarity, this sword being of clarity, to let you know you've got the golden sword and that you're doing a very, very good job. Gold all throughout this reading here. Abundance is yours. And you've done, I feel like it's almost like you've, like you can't overdo. And it's almost like, maybe, the divine was not really giving an inkling or an inference as to how well you were doing, because you needed to know that within yourself first. They wanted you to know that within yourself first before that became evident. And I feel that with the star coming out as the first card, that is letting you know that, if you were you're beginning to feel this star energy, but you're not quite sure, just know that you're doing it, and you're doing a fabulous job. Now, again, going back to the separate energies with the divine feminine or feminine, divine masculine or masculine, this is a relationship that is coming together that has been designed and destined for one to experience on both sides. And that is present here as well. But overall, this is a strong balance with feminine energy and masculine energy, speaking to the justice and judgment that is here for you, and that promise of that new beginning that is full of abundance, 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 abundance. And then stability as well. And the 5 energy, that Leo, that strong fiery energy, your fiery energy, that fireball of energy. Just continue to utilize that and know that you have that strong power, representative of your ancestors and what they have gifted you. It's here, and you're doing it, and you're doing it very, very well. Just continue. I would also say, before I end this, with that 4 energy, that's 4th house energy, Cancerian energy. Continue to utilize the love. With the healing, I feel like, you've learned how to really have that unconditional love for yourself, to begin loving yourself. And because you're loving yourself, it's resonating very, very strongly. And you're able to, you know, truly give that love back to others. And you're receiving that love back as well. So this was a wonderful, wonderful reading. I thank you so much for allowing me to be in this wonderful, abundant energy. This is very, very great news that is here for you, that is present. I'm very proud of you. I think this is great and very exemplary of the hard work that when one does that hard work, how special and magical one's life can be. And not only that, but just truly happy and in peace and in joy and in confirmation and safety and protection from the ancestors and from, you know, the overall spirit team that is truly, truly divine and untouchable. So again, I thank you, Sagittarian moons. I hope this message was very, 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 very helpful. And I love you, and do take care. Peace.